San Miguel kontra Barangay Ginebra in what promises to be a firefight. Starters on your screen, and this definitely promises to be a firefight. Napapanood tayo live over TV5, Action TV, Signal Channel 198 in HD, pati na rin sa www.sports5.ph.
Magukumalala mo yung first game ng Barangay Ginebra. You know, if you look at the starting five now of Barangay Ginebra, this is the Barangay Ginebra that you know, na pamilyar ka. Yung unang mga laro nila, guys that came into this team, guys that didn't really get too many minutes, yun yung mga naglalaro. But now that they are complete, it is the start. At pag itong Barangay Ginebra, it is basically the halfway of ang ating elimination. So it's a good time for them to be able to get their bearings.
First quarter now underway at sa atin to ng Motolite for Express and Service. Call 370-6686. And right off the bat, the two Giants going at it. Last sitter from beyond. Barangay Ginebra holding Junmar to a kick-out pass there.
If you look at Barangay Ginebra, you know, we talked about this yesterday. Another statistic that we'll have to watch in this basketball game, yung rebounding kasi dito lahat ng mga malalaki. These are the two teams that have definitely quality big men, the top big men in the league. So they'll need to be able to produce the numbers that they're expected from them. Pagdating naman dun sa kalaban, you try to defray yung mga advantages ng iyong kalaban. So, it's going to be interesting anong klaseng game plan ang ibibigay ng dalawang koponan sa isa't isa.
How about LA Tenorio just came up with an air ball. 20 points, 11 rebounds in their last outing. Last hitter, sobra sa kanyang tira. Arwin Santos pabiting tira, and he finally draws first blood inside the big dome.
Pinag-usapan natin na inaantay natin na pumutok itong si Arwin Santos. The good thing about Arwin, the past few games, playing with so much fire for the San Miguel Beermen.
Arwin averaging just over 7 points and less than 5 rebounds per ballgame para dito sa San Miguel Beermen. His limits have been limited 24 minutes a game lang dahil ang posisyon nga niya. Etong kanilang import.
Mukhang itong si Arizona Reed ngayon na gustuhan na ni Coach Leo Austria for him to play in a particular spot.
Sa tres naglalaro si Arizona Reed early on Kiskisan si Arwin Santos at Orlando Johnson. Si Arwin nga nagbabantay sa import ng Barangay. Ross with a takeaway sa pagkakataon niya. San Miguel on the attack. Ross all the way down the middle. Is fouled and he'll shoot to the line for 2 shots.
Let's talk about the backcourt of the San Miguel Beermen. Chris Ross and Alex Cabagnot. One guy really known, si Chris Ross known for his defense. Alex Cabagnot naman known for his offense and leadership. These are the two guys na nagpapalitan with Coach Leo Austria. And you know, if you look at San Miguel, they had a lot of success nung pagpasok ni Coach Leo. They won a championship. Tapos nung next conference, they really struggled. Barangay Ginebra naman hasn't won a title in 7 years. And they're hoping with the coaching change and when some player changes, it will rekindle that spirit to be able to fire them all the way into the finals and hopefully win a championship.
Ross makes it 4-0 in favor of the Beermen. Lapan naman 2 minuto lumilipas dito sa loob ng Big Dome. Tenorio against Ross. Aguilar. Only in his second game back para dito sa Barangay. Gets it over to Kakiwa. 21-point performance in their last outing in Dubai. Slaughter sa kabila. Jun Marambantay. Craig Zilla with a hook. Tumama sa rin yun. Japet keeps it on that side of the floor. Tenorio wanting some movement from the rest of the guys in white. Orlando Johnson first touch of the leather. Slaughter from the free throw line. Finally gets Ginebra on the board.
Greg Slaughter playing with much urgency. Nakita mo kanina, sinubukan niya pumoste, walang nangyari. But he was able to adjust. Nung nakita niya pumoste si Orlando Johnson, cut all the way to that free throw line for that easy jumper.
Fajardo against 2 defenders, kicks it over. Arwin from deep. Johnson para sa rebound. Arwin Santos has been struggling with that 3-point shot. Only 17% accuracy from that area so far in this Governor's Cup. Chapet mula sa kanan, Mintis. We showed you guys the numbers of Junmar last time around as Arizona rings the bell. 3-point shot na yan atid sa atin ng PLDT Home Devolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
You know what I like about Arizona Reed in this conference here with the San Miguel Beermen, he is showing a different facet in his ball game. Yung kanyang leadership. Nung dati naglalaro siya sa rain or shine, alam mo, grabe pumuntos, pumoste, all these different things. But I really like how his smartness pagdating sa depensa is showing with the San Miguel Beermen.
Lassiter gets those 2 right back to make it another 5-point lead para sa SMB. Tenorio working against Ross. Johnson nagpakawala ng tres. Punches it through.
You gotta get up on Orlando Johnson. That's just too easy.
Atin pa rin sa atin yan ang PLDT Home Devolution turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. Nakanakaw pa parang Ginebra. Johnson going with that in-out dribble. Gets it over to Kagiwa. Slaughter. Waiting for Johnson to go to the post. Kagiwa will look to give the entry pass. Si Slaughter na nagpasa. Johnson to the other side. LA from deep. Japet boards it. LA down the middle. Puts it up. Wala pa rin.
Makikita mo dun sa play na yun, really things did not work out for Barangay Ginebra. They were not in their proper spots. That's really not the angle you want to be able to pass that ball to dun sa low post.
How about Mark Kagiwa sprinting down to break up that fast break opportunity? May balita muna tayo kay Miss Apple.
Yung energy ng Beermen talaga ang naging key sa kanilang 4-game winning streak according to Coach Leo Austria. They are all well inspired. This conference, dahil every time daw na naaalala nila yung embarrassing performance nila yung second conference, nagiging motivation na to erase that memory and make up for it. They want to do something new for the fans to remember. Magoo?
Thank you, Miss Apple. Barely 5 minutes into this contest. Steal by Ross, and he walks this one all the way home.
We talked about this tenacity on defense for Chris Ross. Whenever Chris Ross is in front of you, you cannot let your guard down. You got to protect that basketball because he's going to go for it.
Ang ganda ng kalidad of that rotation. Yung Ross and Cabagnot, you get the best of both worlds. Yung change of pace mo nando doon as a coach.
Oh, definitely for Chris Ross. You know, if you want to start out the game with intense defense, sisimula mo si Chris Ross. But if you want stability, if you want your offense to right off the bat start going, doon ka naman kay Alex Cabagnot.
Kagiwa has it tapped. He dive sprint. Ganun na napunta. Slaughter protects it para mapunta kay Kagiwa. Mark was trying to locate Johnson. Balik sa kanya yung bola.
Magu, parang mapapansin mo yung Barangay Ginebra struggling with their offense early on. Seems like the five guys really not just comfortable with each other just yet on how to run things on the offensive end.
Timeout requested here with San Miguel up 13-7. Inside a smart Araneta Coliseum kung saan nagmintis ng San Miguel Beermen. Barangay Ginebra on the attack. They want to go to Greg Zilla. Fajardo bantay niya. Slaughter off the turnaround. Couldn't bury that jumper. Cross nagtawid para sa mga nakapula. He jumps it over to Arwin. Nice fake by Santos. Di ka lang mubra on that reverse. Tenorio racing down. He is picked up by Ross. Aguilar mag-offer ng pick pero diniretso na. Kay Greg Zilla yung bola.
They're really trying to milk it up si Greg Slaughter early on.
Johnson going to Japet. That board finish is good. At pinya pang foul.
All of a sudden, they swing the ball to the weak side to Japet Aguilar. It's very difficult to stop Japet when it's basically one-on-one against a smaller guy. He can use his jumping ability, his height, and that easy 2 points para kay Japet.
Aguilar completes the three-point play as we go back to Apple.
Very tentative daw ang galaw ng mga Kings at dagdag pa dyan, nagja-jogging lang daw sila. And Coach Frankie is not pleased. Kung gusto niya, mabilis, snap yung galaw, make better decisions, and more importantly, know where to put the ball. Mag-going down?
You talk about being on the same page. You talk about knowing where to put the ball. Yun yung play na napansin natin kanina. Nakita mo yung pagpasa ng bola papunta sa low post. That's not an angle that you want.
Oh, excellent fast break run there by Barangay Ginebra. Credit Japet for the patience to give it back to Mark.
Pero he wanted it to be snappy. Diba sinabi ni Coach Frank Gilliam. So Barangay Ginebra expect them to push the basketball a little bit more to try to get some fast break opportunities.
Arizona Reed lights it up from deep. He's got 6 points in the game. Apat na naman ang abante ng SMB. Tenorio with the leather. Gets it over to Johnson. Lassiter trying to keep in front. Slaughter, handoff, pabalik kay Kangiwa. Lassiter right on him now. Kangiwa trying to barrel his way through, bothered by the defense of Marshall. Ross locates Santos. It's a two-handed throwdown for the Spider-Man.
Gotta be able to get back right away. San Miguel, you know, when they have Arwin Santos leaking out on the fast break, very difficult to stop them.
Arwin Santos making the most of these minutes he's being given in the first quarter of action. As he tries to play defense against Johnson, he bothers that shot enough to make it miss.
Very good interior defense for the San Miguel Beermen. Wala pa tayong masyadong nakikita mga tira sa loob para sa Barangay Ginebra. Basically, yung mga nasubukan nila mga tira sa loob is only when they get to Greg Slaughter.
Master Guapo move to, atid sa atin ng Master Face Scrub. Sikreto ng mga guwapo. Namroblema yung Barangay Ginebra in the backcourt, forced into a timeout. Barangay Ginebra will have just 4 seconds to try and get this leather into the front court. L.A. Tenorio nasa likod pa kontra kay Ross. Realizes it just in the nick of time. At nagkaroon na ng adjustment dito si Coach Frankie Lim. Rodney Brondial ipinasok para kay Chapit Aguilar. Tenorio against Ross. Pupunta sila kay Brondial. Arwin giving chase. Brondial matalas yung tira. Ross with the rebound. Ross to Arizona. Full head of steam. Going fast to send home the deuce.
It seems like San Miguel really a much better fast-breaking team this conference, trying to attack. Especially, this is a lineup that they can be really quick because Arizona Reed can definitely help fill in. Etong si Arwin Santos, parehong napakabilis din. And both these guys can finish fast breaks.
And their defense in the half court holds up once again, forcing Johnson into that traveling violation. Ito San Miguel Beermen is the hottest team in the PBA right now, having won their last 4 games.
4 games for the San Miguel Beermen after losing the first 2. You know, we talk about being able to figure it out. In that best player interview kay Ronald Tubid, sabi niya, kailangan lang na mas may effort sila pagdating dun sa depensa. And that's what they showed in that previous game. Even if they gave up over 100 points.
Reed misses on the 4th shot. Kangiwa babawi. Johnson boards it. Basket is good. He shoots the line for a bonus shot.
Alam mo dito sa first, basically 8.5 minutes dito sa ating first quarter, Barangay Ginebra not really able to show yet that their game is flowing. Ang napansin natin, they're trying to make things happen by putting the extra effort, which is a good thing. Then may mga stretches in a game na parang wala kayo, hindi kayo masyadong in sync. And what you need to be able to do is do the little things. Get an offensive rebound, help out here and there para mapunan yung pagkukulang nung hindi kayo nagkakasundo-sundo pa.
I guess it's also worth mentioning, Don, that this is their first actual game in more than a week. Siyempre, galing pang Dubai, itong Barangay Ginebra.
Oh, yun na, 9-day break pa itong Barangay Ginebra. Plus, you know, they have 2 guys coming back from an injury. So really, yung minutes will be very different in how Coach Frankie Lim will be able to handle it today.
Just over 2 minutes remaining in the first. Johnson with that explosion. Puro board lang, tinamaan ng tira niya. He is down for the count, shaken up on that baseline. Alex Cabagnot is checking in for the first time para dito kay Ross.
Orlando Johnson mukhang natamaan sa mukha.
Ooh, his face hit the floor.
Oo, mampas yung ulo niya dun sa sahig. Lost balance once when he went up. At mukhang nauna yung kanyang ulo.
Mas masakit pa sa kamay na tumama sa mukha. Yung kahoy, yung sinimplangan mo.
Wala kang laban sa kahoy.
Good news is he is back up and about. 18-foot jumper, mintis galang. Cabagnot para sa rebound. Alex Cabagnot still sporting those protective glasses. Nasuntutan siya before their last outing sa kanilang ensayo. Nasuntutan ng mata, of course. Kaya nga protective glasses ko. I just had to make that clear. Nililinaw ko lang. Hindi ka nagsalita eh. Parang may inisip ka mali.
Ako pa. Basta ikaw nagsabi, syempre.
Lassiter sa poste. Gustong sukatin. Itong si Eman Monfort. Turnaround jumper. Lassiter couldn't send it home. Monfort will push it para dito sa Barangay. Pupunta na sila kay Johnson. Arwin on it. Johnson mangangaldag. Goes glass for the 2.
That was a tight situation that time by Barangay Ginebra. But Orlando Johnson still finding the 2 points.
Mabasa tatlong abante rito ng San Miguel Beermen. Kabagnot ni Discarte going to that right side. Kabagnot nagpakawala ng 3. Airball nga lang. Junmar pats it back. Right into the hands of the wrong man. Kangiwa on the move, puts it up. Rondiel catches, goes reverse. Walang big news. Puta tayo nabot ni Kabagnot. Monfort to Johnson. Nice up fake to get 2 guys up. And he goes reverse.
This is what I always say whenever we cover Orlando Johnson. Wala siyang wasted movement. You know, we talked about it last night that James Yap was dictating yung depensa. Orlando Johnson does the same thing.
Ginebra back to within 1. As a foul is spotted here.
And look at this. He knows exactly what to do. Little up fake, step through for Orlando Johnson, wide open for the 2 points.
Astig move yun natin sa atin ng Jack and Chill Iceman Candy. Ilabas ang tapang. Dave Marcelo ay pinapasok ni Coach Frankie para dito kay Greg Slaughter. Arvin Santos pinalitan din naman ni Coach Leo naman sa kabila. It is Stupid now on the floor. Kabagnot. Pupunta dito kay Tubig. J. Arias pinasok din dito ni Coach Leo. Pinalitan si Junmar. They go to Arizona against Johnson. Reed spinning away. Oh, what a tough fadeaway.
Easy Reed, definitely a scoring type of an import. And Easy Reed, alam mo, ang ganda sa kanya, hindi siya natitinag eh. Whether he's shooting the ball well, he will just keep on playing. And that's why he's been in the Philippines for a number of times already.
Ito naman si Ronald Tubit bracing himself for this attack by Orlando Johnson. Rondial do sa loob, lalabas kay JJ. Couldn't get the bounce. Underneath, it is Marcelo and Rondial. Diyan po nagtatapos ang ating unang yugto.
That's what you want to see with your 2 guys like Dave Marcelo and Rodney Brondel. Guys fighting for that offensive rebound, fighting for position, making it difficult, and hopefully getting some fouls later on with the big man of the San Miguel Beermen.
San Miguel Beermen take a 3-point lead after 1, 22-19 ang nasa ating tala.